You want to know something? I'll give you a quote. We're a third world country now. You want to know why? I'm an expert. I've been to them. I spent 17 months in Southeast Asia while the draft dodger was playing golf, right? You know how I know we're a third world country? Because in third world countries, they have the military doing their police work in the cities when you walk around. I was in the Philippines the day Ferdinand Marcos declared martial law and went under dictatorship. We went from nobody to a guy with a machine gun on every corner. That's what happens in a dictatorship. In comes the military. That's what's happening here. And people better wake up to it. You want to read something? Then read your history of Germany and start comparing the tactics of what happened in 1930s Germany to what's happening here. Read history. You learn from history. Anytime you have the loss of life that needlessly happens, that's tragedy. And what occurred yesterday did not have to happen.
I would bet you that she, under normal circumstances, was a very solid, wonderful person, but then her actions were pretty tough. When you look at the way that car was pulled away, there are a couple of versions of that tape that are very, very bad.
No, it's a tragedy in one way, but she got what she deserved in another way. What the hell do you think she was asking for? And the dyke girlfriend, the Butch, said, drive, baby, drive, drive, baby, drive. So I would say indict the girlfriend. I said that first on Twitter. Now they're saying, how dare Trump indict the girlfriend, the Butch dyke, who told her to drive, baby, drive. How dare he do that? What do you mean, how dare he? F you. You don't run the government. He does. Idiot. You fuck with the government, that's what happens to you. You try to run over a cop, that's what happens to you.
How can you, dude, anyone that is sympathetic about that, fuck you. No offense. I saw Tucker. Tucker was like, whatever you believe, it's a tragedy. Dude, it so isn't. She was probably the dumbest bitch you ever met. She's like a prototypical bitch Karen. She's got the nose ring, the short hair, totally fat. Her eyes are crazy. She's a lesbian. And people go, this is a tragedy. Like, what? For who? No, I'm sorry. There's nothing tragic about that. Like, this is the most insufferable liberal bitch ever. She's like 37. What's the excuse? She's not a 16-year-old that got radicalized in high school. She's not a 19-year-old that got radicalized in college and got a tattoo. It's not a phase. 37-year-old grown woman. It's the middle of the work week. Your kids are in school. You're in another state. And you're LARPing as a resistance, blocking the traffic for ICE. What the fuck is wrong with you? Who does that? Like, some people might say it's a tragedy. Ask yourself, who does that? Does anybody that you know, would your wife, would any friend, like couple that you know, would any of the women that you know be doing this? Would they go to an ICE protest? It gets exposed that this criminal population that shouldn't even be here is scamming the taxpayer out of millions of dollars. They don't even like us. ICE goes in to get to the bottom of it. Your first instinct is not only to protest, but to throw yourself in front of the cops. Like, what is wrong with you? And these fucking idiots think it's a game. They think it's just anyhow. What are you doing? You're in the middle of the street blocking traffic. That's federal law enforcement. That is federal law enforcement doing the duty of federal law enforcement. And you think you're going to block traffic with that? Like, when Charlie Kirk died, they laughed. And Charlie Kirk got shot doing nothing wrong. Like, he's doing his thing, totally legal. He's at an event and he gets sniped in the face because he's a transphobe. This woman is blocking federal law enforcement. She gets a lawful order from the cops, speeds up. She doesn't get out of her car, park the car. She tries to get away, gets shot. And people go, you know, we're really hypocrites if we don't. It's like, what? I don't want to be in a foxhole with you. Time to nut up, man. There will be more of this before this is over. You think that any of these people would cry if ICE died? ICE is getting shot. ICE is getting shot all the time. ICE is getting shot at, blown up, boxed in. The guy that shot her was dragged by a car earlier in the year. Like, you see what happens? If they had it their way, they would be murdering ICE and their families. They dox them. You know, you got to nut up a little bit. we'll talk more about that this week. But I was genuinely shocked at some of the response. Not from Tucker, that tracks, but some of these other people. You know, they're posting Hitler videos all day. A left-wing protester dies. They go, this is a tragedy. It's like, what? No, it really isn't, dude.
Here's kind of a supplement that they've made to their claim here. There's another claim that they've made. And I told this man, author Don Winslow, that I would address him by name because he's such a piece of shit.
I love it.
So there are quite a few people saying this. This is the one that got the most traction. Well, the wheels are aimed away from the officer, so he should see that. He could have easily seen that as a clear sign of intent. Here's Don Winslow writing about that. The wheels are fully turned away from the officer. Watch in slow-mo. We will. No intention, in my opinion, to hit anyone. Sole intention based on wheel/steering wheel to leave that scene, not a threat. Look at the wheel. Well, here's the truth. They were aimed at the officer. I don't know if you know. That's why she hit him.
Yep.
The wheels do then turn, which this officer would have had to witness within 0.79 seconds. That's how long it took from his weapon being drawn and the wheels being turned while she was already on a trajectory to hit him. 0.79 seconds is about how long it took. It would take place.
The definition of a split second.
The definition of a split second. And so we decided to find the closest vehicle that we could to recreate this scenario. Exact angle, exact distance. I'll be the officer. Josh will be the attempted vehicular homicide assailant. And I can put this one to bed. Again, it matters because the goalposts have been moved, right? They started off with she didn't hit anyone. But we'll go through all of them as to remove all doubt. Here you go, and draw your own conclusions. I'm at the exact distance, exact angle where he would be. Should be able to see the wheel turn within that fraction of a second, right? I've chosen to use a tiny little Keltec unloaded with a laser so you can see. So he's right here. All right, from here I can't see the wheel. He draws his gun and then, yeah, you try and hit me now. She comes forward a little bit. Okay, there you go, that's enough. Collapses. He has his hand. Can you just move the wheels a bunch, like go left to right? So, yeah, there's no chance. There's no chance. You can't see it. Minutes there, Toolman.
Wow.
Did you mean 2 minutes of black?
2 minutes?
There was a minute of black in the end.
Oh, good.
Like that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Just found a way to fit a little racism in there.
Sounds like a Jordan Peele movie. A Minute of Black.
Yes, exactly.
1 minute till black.
19 awards. Here, by the way, is the bullet hole in the front of the windshield. So you know that, I believe you have that overlay B6. So you know that the first shot went through the front of the windshield, okay? As it was coming around. Now, here's why that matters. You see that there, and keep in mind that GoPro is aimed down. That camera is aimed down where he would not be looking. And you could not see the tires move. It gets even worse when you understand that most officers and a lot of the military, they're taught one of two different ways. You know, there's a whole argument in the gun community, they're very autistic about front sight focus or target focus. That's why people kind of move to red dots. If you ask any good shooters, they'll say it's a mix of both, right? If you focus on the front sight, the target's a little bit blurry. And if you focus on the target, the sight is a little bit blurry. Depending on the distance, you might pick one or the other. Usually it's a hybrid. And the reason that matters is because it changes your peripheral vision. So you couldn't see it with a wide angle lens compared to the human eye, let alone adrenaline and potential. Focusing as trained on that front sight. Let me show you what that actually looks like and how it affects your vision. Rear sight, front sight, target. That also would have been much more similar to the angle of his vision.
Why is that me?
It's all we had.
It's not.
It's what we prefer.
I made a decision. It's not you. It's Gerald C.
Yeah.
That's a whole different person.
So let me ask you, because do you think that holds any water whatsoever? It should have seen the tires.
No.
Should have seen the tires. Come on, that's really clear. Should have seen the tires.